Hello everyone, welcome back to EC's YouTube channel. I, Ilhan Mahardika Pratama from Human Resource Department in EC, will explain to you about public speaking do's and don'ts. So without further ado, let's get into it. One, be prepared and be prepared to be flexible. Know what you're going to talk about. If you are very new to public speaking, write the entire speech up and practice speaking it again and again until you feel confident that you know your top points. Some even like to time themselves to know that the speech is in the correct length. And this is also equally important that you have to be prepared to be flexible, not to speak word to word. You might forget something you wrote. It might be an interruption that throws you off, but that's okay. Because remember, nobody else knows what you practice in front of the mirror, so nobody else knows if you forgot to say something. It's actually better than you will sound natural and go with the flow. If you forgot to say a point, you might get an opportunity to point it out later, maybe when someone is asking a question. And also remember that don't say things like "I forgot to say earlier," but try to find out a natural way to go back to the topic and say it. 2. Bring assistance. It could be notes or a PowerPoint presentation. Sure, most experienced speakers can speak without notes or presentation, but I know what it feels to be 1 minute before stepping into the stage and being so nervous that you forget what the topic even was. There is no shame for having an assistant to deliver your speech. Bring your speech on a paper with you if you must. 4. Slow down and relax. While I don't advise you to be slow and boring, but I advise you to speak at a slower pace and in a clear language. You will seem more relaxed and knowledgeable, and it's easier for people to make notes. Also, if you forgot something or need time to think what comes next, it is easier to look smart by speaking at a slower pace than talking very fast and then suddenly stopping because you were going too fast even for yourself and can't remember what you were going to say next. Don't ignore your audience. You will be able to see what topics really interest people and which are not. Don't ignore the cues, like leaning forward and smiling. They probably agree with you, or yawning and checking email. You might be boring to them. If someone is raising their hand, don't ignore it. Let them voice their opinion and ask a question, or at least tell when you will allow questions. Don't disrespect your audience. Don't disrespect your audience and never present yourself as the ultimate only expert of your subject matter and the smartest one in the room. This is when someone in the audience will ask you a question you will not know an answer and you will look foolish. Don't use phrases like, "This is probably new to you," or "You probably don't know what this means," unless it is something groundbreaking that nobody has heard yet. And in most cases, it is not the case. Don't lie. Be honest and truthful, even if you don't know the answer. If your audience realizes you just said a little white lie, you will have no respect for the rest of the speech, and someone in the audience might point it out for you, and good luck being a respected speaker after that. It's okay if you make a mistake, or even if you had a fact wrong, and if someone points it out, be honest if you are not 100% sure you are right. If someone asks you a question that you don't know an answer about, do not lie and make up something. You can answer, "That's a great question, and I think I have to do some research to get a good answer for you," or would someone in the audience like to answer that one? So guys, that's all about the public speaking do's and don'ts. I really hope you can implement this to increase your public speaking skill in the future. And that's all from me, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.